Season 2, Episode 5, The Dopamine Trap, INTRO, Shadow Practice. Welcome to your shadow practice session. Today, we enter the cage. We look at the reward. Focus on the D, P, and M sounds. Feel the click of the words. Master the English of behavioral psychology. Let's begin. The script. Why did you check your phone this morning? Why do you scroll when you are bored? Why can't you stop playing that game, even when it isn't fun anymore? You think you are making choices. You think you have free will. But the audit of your behavior says otherwise. You are being conditioned. You are a player in a system designed by a man who spent his life watching pigeons and rats. His name was B.F. Skinner, the father of operant conditioning. He didn't care about your thoughts. He didn't care about your feelings. He only cared about your actions. This is the story of the dopamine trap, a journey from the Skinner box to the smartphone and the science of how we became addicted to a signal. In the 1930s, Skinner built a box. Inside was a hungry rat and a lever. If the rat pushed the lever, it got a pellet of food. The rat learned fast. Push lever, get food. This is positive reinforcement. The action is rewarded, so the action is repeated. But Skinner found something darker, something more powerful: variable ratio reinforcement. He changed the rules. Now, when the rat pushed the lever, it didn't get food every time. Sometimes it got food on the first push. Sometimes on the 10th. Sometimes not at all. The rat went crazy. It didn't stop pushing. It pushed the lever faster and longer than ever before. It became obsessed. Because the uncertainty of the reward created a state of urgency. The maybe was more addictive than the yes. This is the logic of the slot machine. This is the logic of Las Vegas. You don't play because you win. You play because you might win next time. The dopamine in your brain doesn't spike when you eat the pellet. It spikes during the anticipation. The wait is the drug. Now look at your digital life. Every social media app is a Skinner box. And you are the pigeon. The pull to refresh gesture. That is the lever. You pull down on your screen. You wait for the loading icon to spin. Will it be a like? Will it be a message? Will it be nothing? It is a variable reward. And your brain loves the gamble. The infinite scroll. Skinner knew that if a task has an end, the brain pauses. It reflects. It asks, should I keep doing this? But if there is no bottom, there is no pause. You just keep pushing the lever. You consume miles of content without ever feeling full. The red notification. Why is it red? Because red is the color of urgency. It is a signal that triggers a microdose of anxiety. You must click it to clear it. You are cleaning the cage. The audit of the dopamine trap shows that we are being programmed by Silicon Valley. They didn't hire philosophers. They hired attention engineers. Men and women who studied behavioral design. They knew that if they could control your dopamine, they could control your time. And your time is their profit. Look at the economy of attention. TikTok is the ultimate Skinner box. The algorithm is the researcher. It watches your eyes. It watches how many seconds you stay. It gives you a reward every 15 seconds. A laugh. A shock. A beautiful face. It learns exactly which lever you like to push. And it never, ever lets you leave. Look at video games. Loot boxes, battle passes, daily login bonuses. These are not game mechanics. They are retention tools. They turn play into work. They make you fear missing out, FOMO. You are not having fun. You are avoiding the loss of the reward. The noir truth of B.F. Skinner is that he believed freedom was an illusion. He wrote a book called Beyond Freedom and Dignity. He argued that since we are always being conditioned by our environment, we should design the environment to make us better. But who gets to design the environment? The CEO of a tech giant? The director of a casino? The head of a political party? If you don't audit your own inputs, someone else will audit them for you. They will train you to want what they sell. They will train you to hate who they target. They will train you to stay quiet and keep pushing the lever. What is the exit from the dopamine trap? Skinner found that conditioning can be broken. It is called extinction. If the lever never gives food again, eventually the rat stops. You must break the circuit. Turn off the notifications. Use a grayscale screen to make the pellets look gray and boring. Set a timer. Reclaim the pause. The box is open. The lever is waiting. And the pellet is shiny. Will you push? Or will you walk away? The algorithm is calculating your next move. But the algorithm cannot calculate a human who decides to be bored. Stay sharp. The click is a cuff. And the scroll is a chain. Don't be a pigeon in a digital cage. The signal is strong. The reward is close. And the mirror is watching.